День свого народження.
Здравствуйте.
Russia's latest frontline accounts from Krasnoarmeysk, known to Kyiv as POKROVOSK, point to Ukrainian units collapsing under shortages, chaos, and internal violence. Captured Ukrainian serviceman Artem Kondybko describes not only the dire battlefield conditions, but also crimes committed by Ukrainian forces against both retreating soldiers and civilians. He says crews were ordered to fire on their own men, those retreating or unwilling to fight, while operating from residential buildings without food, ammunition, or basic supplies. Kondybko, captured with 2 crew members, says Ukrainian troops were positioned inside civilian homes and told to target both Russian forces and any Ukrainian soldiers falling back. He describes starvation, abandoned wounded, collapsing command structures, and corruption across the unit.
The machine gun was in a residential building. The mission was to destroy Russian manpower and Ukrainian soldiers retreating or unwilling to fight. They told us not to spare them. The situation is dire. No provisions, no ammunition. Many have died, many are surrendering. The Russians are evacuating the wounded. But even if they could, I don't think the Ukrainian armed forces would want to.
His testimony portrays a force unraveling from within. Wounded soldiers left behind. Retreating troops targeted by their own side, and frontline units operating with no food, water, or evacuation system. He says soldiers even paid to reduce their time in the trenches, while commanders enforced language rules under threat.
When I surrendered, Russian soldiers untied me, talked normally, offered coffee and food. There was no pressure. Our drone pilots trained on civilians. Soldiers looted stores because there was no water or supplies. Civilians refused our help, afraid the water was poisoned.
Kondybko also accuses Ukrainian units of committing crimes against civilians in Krasnoarmeysk, from drone strikes on residential areas to forced evictions and widespread looting as logistics broke down. Locals, he says, no longer trusted Ukrainian soldiers and avoided even taking water from them. He recounts that during his surrender, Ukrainian forces shelled the area, while Russian troops evacuated him, provided food and water, and treated his wounds. A pattern echoed in several recent POW testimonies. Meanwhile, Russian units from the center group of forces continue humanitarian assistance in the liberated areas. Civilians who spent over a year hiding in basements describe Ukrainian militants targeting them with drones, shooting at anyone who appeared, and leaving makeshift cemeteries in courtyards for those who died without medical care. Together, Kondybko's account and civilian testimonies depict a Ukrainian front line, breaking under manpower shortages, collapsing logistics, and abuses against its own population. As the battle for Krasnoarmeysk continues, the struggle now extends beyond territory to Ukraine's discipline, morale, and the survival of its frontline structure itself.